Subscribe to Get Curried and click on the bell icon for more updates.
The name of the team and the recipe indeed both spell royalty. You guessed it right. The team is Rajasthan Royals and the recipe today is Safed Maas. Hey guys, it's Varun and welcome to Get Curried. Well, we all have heard of the Rajasthani Lal Maas. This recipe called Safed Maas is its closest cousin for the ones who prefer it non-spicy. First things first is to marinate the meat. I'm taking some curds. For some nice and royal touch, I'm adding in saffron strands, ginger and garlic paste, salt, and whisk this till it's nice and smooth. Our marination is done and ready. Let's add in the pieces of goat meat. All you need to do is wash this nicely, pat it dry, and there you have the meat ready to go in the marination. Mix this meat well and allow this to marinate at room temperature at least for 2 hours. Well, if you have some time at hand, you can refrigerate it and keep it overnight. While the meat is marinating, we need to make a white smooth paste. For that, of course, we're going to use a few nuts, we're going to use coconut and a few things more. Let's see what. The first thing that goes in the mixer jar are some cashew nuts. This is followed by some almonds. I'm not going to peel these or anything as such, but indeed, in the royal times, they used to peel this. I'm following this up with some dry desiccated coconut, white poppy seeds. For the spice quotient in this recipe, I'm going to use 2 ingredients. The first one is very unique, you've seen it all, and that is actually seeds of a dried red chili. And finally, some black peppercorns. Well, if you can lay your hands on white peppercorn, nothing like it. Allow this to run into a smooth powder before running it into a smooth paste. This is now ground into a coarse powder. Time to add in the milk. And along with this, some water to now grind this into a smooth paste. Our paste for Safed Maas is done and ready. Let's now move on with the recipe. The first thing is to heat a pan on high flame and add in some ghee. Once the ghee in this kadhai or wok heats up, we'll start tempering this with some spices. The first thing that goes in is some cinnamon, cloves, and along with this, some green cardamom. Finally, some red chilies. Time to add in sliced onions and saute this till it's kind of translucent and just begins to turn golden brown in color. The onions have just kind of begun to turn golden brown in color. Time to add in the marinated meat. Mix this on high flame and allow this to cook for at least 15 minutes covered. The meat has been cooking for the last 15 minutes. Let's have a quick check. If you see closely, the meat has released a lot of fat. It's going to keep releasing further, but this time while we cook, we need to add in the nut paste that we had ground earlier. So let's add that. Mix this well and allow this to cook on high flame for at least 5 minutes. Keep stirring this off and on because you do not want the meat to get any burnt spots, because remember, this one is Safed Maas, which also means white meat. Time to add in water. Give this a good stir and allow the meat to cook covered for a minimum of 30 to 45 minutes. It's been somewhere around 40 minutes and the meat has been cooking on medium flame since then. Let's have a quick check. The meat has cooked perfectly well. Off goes the flame and let's transfer this into a serving bowl.
In my personal opinion, Safed Maas is that perfect recipe to make for your family and friends before you say Allah Bol. On that note, do not forget to like and share the video and continue watching Indian Culinary League Season 2.